Hey, it's Billy Hofacker from YourFitnessMoneyCoach.com, and today I'm talking to you about how to work with your spouse as a team to achieve financial success. One of the biggest issues with couples and with people when it comes to their personal finances is that they keep things very separate from their spouse. Maybe their bank accounts are separate. And I'm not a huge fan of that approach. I believe that when you're married, you are a team and you're together and you need to have a good level of communication on your finances. So what that means, and I know this from experience because early on, my wife and I were not working as a team. In fact, we weren't working on it at all. There was a lack of communication, and that led to major problems with our finances. It led to a lot of arguing as a couple, and we just weren't on the same page. I'm a huge believer in leading out of your marriage, no matter who you are. If you're having problems at home, it's going to be hard to lead other people well. I know that when if I have problems at home, I'm not going to be as effective at work. So it's so important to work together as a team. Is it a challenge? Yes, it is very much a challenge. So just know that it takes time, and we're just looking for some progress over time. But a couple of the things that you'll want to do is, one, is start having those conversations and try to speak in terms of your feelings. A lot of people totally drop the ball when they start saying things like, well, you buy too many things, or you don't save any of your money, and you don't do this and you don't do that. That comes across very accusatory, obviously, and very few people, if anybody, is going to respond well for that. But when you can speak in terms of your feelings, it's really hard to deny that, because your spouse can't say you don't feel that way. All right, if they do, it's pretty obvious that they're off base. But you got to come with a positive mindset that you want to work together as a team and you want to be committed to it. And you have to be committed 100%. You can't match their commitment. You have to be all in because your marriage is worth fighting for. Unfortunately, we live in a culture where divorce is just really accepted, and I think you want to fight for it. It's worth it because we know how beautiful a good, strong marriage can be, and the great impact that you can have on your children and everybody else. If you've been divorced, that's the reality for you. But moving forward, you can look to have good communication with that spouse if you have one. And that with that comes the meetings that we talk about. My wife and I do a meeting once a month. There's different rhythms to the meetings. It sounds weird, meeting with your spouse, but hey, if it's important, you'll put it on your calendar and you'll talk about these important things. Everything from goals to how it's going with your goals, to any issues that are coming up, things that are going on with the kids, because life gets messy, and it's important that you have a strong team to do that with. So I hope this encourages you. If you have any questions, I'm not necessarily an expert, but I've been living it for the past 11 years, and would love to chat with you on that. So reach out, leave a comment, please share with somebody else who this might help, and if you haven't yet, download the Power Spending Plan, which you'll see in the description.